Hello and welcome to Dakar Daily and the first main stage of this year's Dakar Rally. Now we've relocated 11 hours north from Jeddah to here in Hayil, and the drivers and co-drivers have been thrown right in at the deep end. Today marks one of the most complex stages of the entire rally in terms of navigation. I promise you some of the top names will get lost. A welcome change though is the drop in temperature. It's down around 10 degrees from what we were seeing in Jeddah, and while it's still a massive physical task for everybody involved, the lower temperatures just make things that little bit easier. Bags of action today. Here is the very best of your highlights. After a short prologue, the teams arrived at the most northern point of the rally for the first loop stage. Today, 181 kilometres of road section and 333 kilometres of competitive action. Dunes, deep sand, mountains and navigation, the first true test of this year's Dakar Rally. In the bike category, Daniel Sanders, who won the prologue, opted to start the stage 15th today with the advantage of being able to follow the tracks of the first 14 bikes ahead of him. His start position paid off, the Australian going on to win the stage in a time of 3 hours, 43 minutes and 10 seconds to take the overall rally lead.
We got into a nice rhythm at the start. For the first 200 Ks, there was a lot of little tricky navigation stuff, so it was really important to start a really good rhythm and good feeling on the bike, and just processing the road book, the speed, the terrain. So it was nice to be back here in Saudi.
2 minutes behind Sanders came Pablo Quintanilla on the Honda. A good start to the rally for him, while top KTM finisher Matthias Balkner rounded out the top three today, 6 minutes and 20 seconds further back. In the cars, it comes as no surprise that Nasser Al-Attiyah, who won the initial prologue stage in his new Toyota Hilux, continued that form today. The Qatari's experience of these conditions, combined with Mathieu Bamel's guidance, proved to be a winning formula. Completing the stage in just under 3 hours and 20 minutes, Al-Attiyah already leads the car class overall by more than 12 minutes. Sebastian Loeb also had a good start to this year's Dakar. New co-driver Fabian Lurkin carefully guided the 9-time world rally champion through the final 80 kilometres of the stage, while everyone else was getting lost around him. Loeb, who was running as low as 17th in the stage, eventually finished second in the BRX Hunter.
It was a long stage, a difficult stage. The navigation was really tricky in some points. It was some places were quite rough. We had 2 punctures in some trial places. So yeah, it was not announced as a very hard stage, but for me it was quite complicated. So it's looking hard for the rest of the rally.
It was not the best start to the rally for Audi. Stefan Petterhansel, who was lying second overall and keeping Al-Attiyah honest, suffered major damage to the rear drivetrain of the RSQ e-tron, ripping the rear left wheel off the car and resulting in retirement from the day. Meanwhile, Matthias Ekström, who was on course to finish the stage second, dropped 90 minutes when he got lost. But worse for 3 times Dakar winner Carlos Sainz, who dropped over 2 hours in today's stage. He lies 47th overall. Up front, it's Al-Attiyah who sets the pace. In the lightweight class, the OT3 of Seth Quintero in the Red Bull Off-Road Junior team took the win in the prologue and carried that pace into today, taking the stage win and leads the rally overall. In the quads, Pablo Capetti led until kilometre 240. It was in this final part of the stage where everyone was getting lost, and he too fell foul. He dropped to third and left the stage win clear for Las Vidas Cancios. In the trucks, an unfortunate start for Team Pesh Pesh as driver Albert Javera rolled his truck out of contention. No such problems though for Dmitry Sotnikov, who led home a Kamaz 1-2, 38 seconds clear of Eduard Mikolev. Both have won the Dakar before, and it sets up the ultimate inter-team rivalry. So here are the stage results from today's action. And here are the overall class standings. What a start to the rally for Daniel Sanders in the bike category. And speaking of the bikes, the bivouac wouldn't be the same without another certain Australian knocking about, Toby Price. Let's face it, he's a bit of a legend, isn't he? And with 2 Dakar wins under his belt, he's back this year with an all-new bike and looking to take his first Dakar victory here in Saudi Arabia. Toby Price, here we are doing it all again. We'll start off with the obvious question, new bike.
Yeah, it's a whole new bike for us at Red Bull KTM, so we're excited for the new bike. We released the bike in Morocco and yeah, found a couple of little things with new development on anything that comes out, and yeah, the last couple of months has been quite busy and hectic for us, so but yeah, we're I think we're on the pace now and where we need to be, and we're excited to get this new bike out there and see what it can do in Saudi Arabia.
I'll come and find you at some point over the next 2 weeks and you can give us a proper technical tour of the new bike. But what is it that's radically different about?
There's been a lot of changes with the frame and do swing arm, everything really. So it's a complete new bike for us, and with the times we're in, it's definitely hard to get the testing and the schedule nailed out properly. And yeah, we've been pretty pinned the last few months, but definitely keen to get it out there.
Right, let's talk about Toby Price himself, shall we? Been a couple of years, fella. And not a win in Saudi Arabia either, so you must be itching to sort that out.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. That's not only myself, there's probably 12, 14, 15 other guys that are wanting to do the same thing as well. So, yeah, it's been a couple of years for us, and it's been a bit of a dry spell, so I'm definitely eager to get out there and try and make this race a turnaround for us. So, yeah, the 2021 edition didn't go so well. We were in a really good spot, and with that fall we had, yeah, could put us out of the race with a broken shoulder. So, yeah, we just need to stay consistent, be there every day, and just yeah, make the moves at the right time. So it's going to be a challenge, but we want to be back on that top step.
That's the thing about the Dakar, and in particular Saudi Arabia, certainly with what we've seen over the last couple of years, is that it is about making those decisions at the right times. It's not just about getting on it, getting on the pipe flat out all the time, because the chances are you're probably not going to see the finish. It's about using your brain.
Yeah, 100%, and that's usually a pretty good strong point for us to be able to use the brain at the right time. So, yeah, we know we have the speed when we need to be up there and need to push, but yeah, we need to make those right calls and understand when we actually do need to process things a little bit more, slow down and take things on board a little bit more. So we're definitely keen to, yeah, make 2022 a better edition for us.
Slight change in the team in the lineup this year. Kevin Benavides, who obviously won it on the Honda last year, is now with the Orange Army. What's it been like having Kevin settle into the team?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, with his knowledge from coming from Honda, and yeah, to develop the new bike has definitely been a positive point for us. So yeah, it's good to have him part of the team. It's cool to have a number one on the KTM motorcycle, but it hasn't been earned here yet in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, we've got a good strong team. Myself, Walkner, and Kevin. We're definitely going to be able to try and make a good strong push for it.
2 wins. I know you'd love to make it 3. Have you got your zip ties and your duct tape packed, mate?
Yeah, I've got the zip ties and duct tape packed in on the bike and ready to go. But fingers crossed I don't have to use them this year and we have a good, smooth, clean run. But yeah, like I say, it would be nice to add that third one to our trophy cabinet, and we'll just wait and see what comes for the next 12 days.
Good luck. Stay safe. Have a blast, mate.
Mate, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Toby Price, a top man, and we will of course be following his progress closely as the rally progresses. Another man who's absolutely flying, Nasser Al-Attiyah, currently leading in the car category, and with his all-new Toyota Hilux, he reckons that it's just the tool he needs to win this year's Dakar Rally.
Plus is a new generation for Dakar. I am really excited to do every kilometer with the T1 Plus. The engine we use now the V6 2-turbo 3500 cc. The wheel, it's a 37 inch and 17 size. The rim, we can play a lot with the tires now with the pressure, you know. If we cross the dunes, or we drive in the rocky stuff. It's a fantastic car. We reach the limit, you know, of the V8 engine, and we cannot go more. Now the V6 engine, it's coming like a new generation, you know, for all the motorsport. This car can win Dakar, but need times, you know. Also, a new development in this car and a new things, you know, for 2022. It's make better from the previous one, you know. And I think it will be more easy, but we need to have also time, you know, to reach the top level of the T1 Plus.
It's hard to believe that Nasser Al-Attiyah hasn't won a Dakar here in Saudi Arabia. Is that a statistic that is going to change this year? Time will tell. There's still a long way to go, but it's been a good, strong start. There's plenty of pace in that Toyota Hilux. Now, moving on, a man that has swapped his race bike for a rally bike and tarmac for sand.
MotoGP and Dakar are just at the opposite of motorcycle racing because are really a different world, and I like the challenge and to prove myself that I am able to go through the toughest race of the world.
Going from MotoGP to doing the Dakar and some other rallies, I mean, wow, that's a pretty big career change. In terms of two-wheel motorsport, I mean, completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
It might even attract MotoGP viewers into the rally side of things.
You are maybe more scared to do the Dakar because you can be lost in the desert, and there can be moments where you feel alone, and you get scared. That in MotoGP you never have it.
I have a massive respect for what those boys do and how fast they actually are.
Fortunately, KTM let me do this, and we are just putting a lot of effort on it, but I will need a lot of time to learn to race with KTM in MotoGP and the Dakar. It's really a pride.
Well, we're joined by the man himself now, Danilo. Listen, you've had a bit of time on the bike, not a lot of time on the bike, because I think that's the most important thing to stress already, is that you only got sort of 7 or 8 days really riding on the KTM before coming and actually starting the Dakar.
Yeah. Really a busy period because it's just 1 month and a half ago I raced my last race in Valencia, so yeah, really busy period, but yeah, I've been in Dubai in December, but just for a week because then I broke my ankle. I broke a talus, so for me no riding till today. And yeah, fortunately I got some experience with motocross, but yeah, I got let's say 6 or 7 days of experience by the navigation. So yeah, Today was important for break the ice, like we say in Italy, and yeah, the tension was really high before the start, but yeah, I'm happy to be here.
It's so different. I mean, it's worlds apart from, you know, from circuit racing, but even from motocross, it's still worlds apart from that. You're a brave man to come and just jump straight into the Dakar. What's your initial feeling been like now that you've had a bit of seat time?
Yeah, fortunately in the few days I had training, I got really a big team behind me, and they helped me a lot. And but then, yeah, for sure I need to be careful first for the ankle. Then because I don't have any, let's say, results that I want to reach. My target is to finish the race, and that's important. But for sure, for the scenario we seen today has been unbelievable, and riding on the sand with six gear full throttle it's really exciting. Yeah, let's say there is nothing similar to MotoGP. The most difficult part of this race is the navigation, because yeah, you can be quick as hell, but if you make a lot of mistake and take the wrong road, you are out. I will try to do my best with the few experience I have, but yeah, I feel confident. I need to be really careful, because in 10 years of career in MotoGP, I got just 2 big injuries, and with the rally, just 10 days, and I got already one. So I need to be really careful, but I'm enjoying a lot.
Day one of the Dakar Rally is done, and what a banger it has been. Nasser Al-Attiyah laying down the gauntlet in the cars. Audi on a big recovery mission. In the bikes, Daniel Sanders putting in a mega performance today to lead the category. Now, tomorrow we leave Hale behind, and the drivers and riders head east to Al Attiyah, where there should have been a marathon bivouac tomorrow night. Unfortunately, because of some localised flooding, that's not going to happen. They'll then relocate to Al Kaisumar. We will be bringing you all of the very best on-stage action and exclusive stories from the bivouac. And of course, don't forget to follow us on the social media handles Red Bull Motorsports and Red Bull Desert Wings. The adventure continues tomorrow. Dakar is well underway. Thank you for your company. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.